Hey everybody, welcome to vlog number 4. We are now well into February, and I hope you guys are doing amazing and getting all the stuff done you would like to get done this year. Hopefully you're still sticking to your commitments that you decided you wanted to make for the year of 2017. So let's just jump right into it. First, let's talk about the Super Bowl, because the Super Bowl was Sunday, and my God, was that one hell of a game. The Falcons came out the gate, and I don't know what they did, but they just lit up the Patriots. Their defense had their number that entire first half. They looked great. They're a young team. Uh, I was just shocked, to say the least, as I sat here and watched that game, to see the Patriots just pushed around so easily, because I wanted the Falcons to win, but like I told all my friends, I don't know if the Falcons can beat the Patriots. Because you're talking just alone Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Tom Brady, arguably the best quarterback of all time that we've seen. Now, yeah, I know there's a bunch of scandals and crap and rumors and things we don't know the whole truth to, and we'll never know the whole truth to. So at the end of the day, if you look at pure numbers and what he's done, he's the greatest of all time. And that's my humble opinion. You may not agree, or you may agree, but they were up 28-3 at half, and then they came out. Patriots started pushing back a little bit, and then the Falcons they fought back in that third quarter, and I was like, okay, you got this, Falcons. Push, push, push. And we got into the fourth quarter, and I don't even know what to say. Like, it was just baffling to the missed tackles, the failed interception that turned into a reception. Like, he clearly had his hands on the ball. He botched the catch. And the reception was beautiful and never hit the ground. I mean, they showed 3 or 4 different angles while the refs were looking at it, and I agree completely that it was a catch ball. Now, the one funny thing I did get keyed into, my buddy Folk sent me a picture that's going around the internet, and they're showing that the final touchdown in overtime wasn't actually a touchdown, that the knee was down probably a good yard before the ball crossed the plane. And the ball really didn't look to appear to cross the plane either. But at the end of the day, that's neither here nor there. The Patriots are Super Bowl 51's champions. My hat's off. I'm a Bills fan, and I've got to give my hat off to Bill Belichick, to Robert Kraft, to Tom Brady, that whole team. Good for Chris Hogan. Love you still, Chris Hogan. I'm glad you got you a Super Bowl, because I thought you were a great player when you were in Buffalo, and it's good to see you role expanded with the Patriots, and you've had some really good games this season. So that was absolutely just really cool to see you making some big catches in the game with Danny Amendola from Tom Brady, and even without Gronk, they did it. Even without Gronk, they did it. They ran well, they passed well. I mean, Brady threw for over 400 yards. That's unbelievable. It just an amazing comeback, and it was a really fun game to watch, because you got down to that last 2 minutes, and you're like, oh my God, is either A, the defense going to stop the Patriots, and Matt Ryan's going to be able to hold the ball and just drive the chains down, or are we screwed? But at the end of the day, penalties, guys. I mean, those penalties are horrible, and that's, to me, penalties on the defensive side of the ball, penalties on the offensive side of the ball, missed tackles, missed turnovers, very poor play by the defense and the offense for the Falcons in the second half. And Tom Brady took full control of the game, and he willed his way to that 5th Super Bowl title, which makes him the most winning Super Bowl quarterback of all time. So hats off. Congratulations to the Patriots. Coming from a humble Bills fan, I wish it was us there, or anybody but the Patriots, but can't knock them. You just can't. They played so well, and they fought back, and they never once gave up in that game. So if you guys, if you're Patriots fans, congratulations. If you're not Falcons fans, I'm sorry. But you know what, though, Falcons? Your team is young. You guys will be back next year. You guys will be fighting for, probably to go back to the Super Bowl. Matt Ryan's not going anywhere. He's only been in the league, 8 years? He's young still, guys. Super young. He's already a hell of a quarterback. Julio Jones is amazing. You've got a good running game. You've got a good coach in Dan Quinn. Don't be so sour and upset. You can make it back to the big game, and you can probably win. It just comes down to what's going to happen next season. Injuries, what your strength of schedule is going to be. But won't know till next year. So here we start our long hiatus. No more college football. No more pro football. We got to wait until August, and that seems like forever away. But I love the game. Tell me what you guys thought. Hit me up below. Let me know. So let's move on. Fitness, 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 guys. I'm still working out, still eating healthy, about 1,500 calories a day, making sure I get some good walking in. I'm slowly but surely, I'm doing physical therapy now, so I'm learning how to run again, see how much pressure my knees can take before they want to blow up, and I'm just in pain constantly, but that's not that big of a deal. I'm just happy that I'm sticking with what I said I would do this year. I said I wanted to make this a healthy lifestyle, and I wanted to change the way I live my life, not just, I need to do this for my PT test. I need to do this to keep my job. So, so far I've maintained it. I feel good. I'm trying some different programs. Like I tried an intensity program on my treadmill a couple more times now. There's different levels to it, and it really puts some stress on you and really strengthens your core and your legs. So it's a lot of walking, a lot of pushing. And I'm still doing about 30 minutes, between 30 minutes and an hour, depending on which type of workout I do. The biggest thing I'm having problem with is drinking water, guys. Like, I just forget to hydrate. And I'll have the bottle sitting there, full of water, and I will forget to hydrate. So, I'm really trying to focus, make sure when I get up, I drink at least 24 ounces prior to going to work while I eat breakfast and I'm getting ready and doing what I got to do. I have scaled back to one PT session a day, but it's, a good, really robust PT session. So that's always a positive, and I'm enjoying it. The more I do it, or when I don't do it, I do feel out of sorts and I don't feel right. And I feel like I need to go work out immediately because I'll start to feel sluggish. But I will tell you, I ate some Burger King the other day, and it was just, I got to stop going back to these places that just aren't healthy and they make me feel blah. Just keep eating at home, trying. Make my own food, prep. I've got to learn to prep again. I guess that's my biggest issue. I did really good for a long time where I would every Sunday prep all my meals. I've got my fit containers, sitting in the cupboard, and I stopped using them. But I did this week pull down the protein shake. So as a snack now, it's 200 calories for a lean shake from GNC. And I really enjoy them because I've got an orange creamsicle one and I have a chocolate peanut butter one that allows me to have some variety. I don't have to have the same thing every time I have one. So that's really nice. Still taking my vitamins every day, doing what I can. Hopefully by this time next month, I'll actually be able to run if it's not too bad. And my doctors recommend, they'll allow me to keep running. But we're going to see as we go through the physical therapy. That's going to be the biggest thing. Can my knees actually take it at this point? Still maintaining my 216 pounds, so I can't complain there. It's always good. So far, all positives. I'm I lost 11 pounds. I've lost 4 inches off my waist. Been a very, very good, basically, month and a half of good workout and solid results. I feel better. I sleep, I think, a little better. I feel more refreshed when I wake up. So if you guys are working out, please, please, please don't give up just because you don't see some magical, amazing results right away. It takes time. You got to work at it. You got to be positive about it. And, don't get down just because you're not some ripped muscle guy after 30 days of working out. It's going to take a long time. It's going to take effort. I don't expect dramatic changes in the way my body looks. I just, what comes and what happens will happen. How my body changes over time, we'll see throughout the course of this year. And I'm going to take everything with a grain of salt, because I'm not crazy thinking I have to be, 160 pounds tomorrow. My goal is around 180 to 190, and I'll be very, very happy there. But we'll see when that happens, Pretty happy at 216. I'm not going to complain. I've maintained that for a month now. And that was really good because I pushed really hard to lose that 11 pounds that I was carrying around. I need to focus on, continuing to slowly lose that weight in a healthy fashion. I don't want to lose so much weight to where it becomes unhealthy. So if you guys got any questions about what I'm doing for workouts or the foods I eat, please hit me up. Let me know. You can always hit me up on Twitter. You can hit me up on YouTube, wherever. It doesn't matter. But I'm more than happy to talk to anybody about it. I'm not the brightest person when it comes to PT and physical fitness and dieting, but I am doing much better as far as maintaining my calorie count, actually working out at least 3 times a week. If not, I'm still working out almost every day. I'm trying to maintain that 6 days a week schedule, taking Saturdays off so my body can recover. And then on Sunday, I get right back into it. So All is well here. You know, there's been a couple times where it's been short-sighted. I haven't always been able to get a workout in because of real life. You know, my job keeps me busy. I'm still active duty in the Air Force, so that never fails to take my time away. And a phone call, you know, means, hey, come to work. Yes, sir. I'm on my way. Yes, ma'am. No problem. We'll get it taken care of. So, other than that, guys, I got to tell you, I started playing some ESO again. I'm still playing Final Fantasy as my main game. It's still my number one game. We're raiding still on Saturdays. We're still building our raid team. I've got my Dragoon finally up to 258, and I'm hopefully will gain 259, 260 this week. It's just dependent on the gear I decide to use now, because now I'm stuck at that point where, you know, it's come down to min maxing my stats and making sure I have enough accuracy. And then once I know I have enough accuracy, then I can start looking at crit hit and determination. You know, strength will always be the number one stat. That's one for one, the strongest stat I have in that game. But it's very difficult when it comes down to, well, you know, and I'll give you an example. My earring is a 245 earring I'm wearing. It fell out of Somal when Somal Hard first dropped in patch 3.5. And I flipped my gear around, was able to get some more crit and determination out of my gear because I had that extra, you know, instead of the 30, I think it was like 36 on my old earring, was my accuracy that it gave me plus 36, and this earring gave me plus 53. So it allowed me to switch some gear around. And I was really excited until now I'm at the point where I'm going, wow, that extra 20 freaking accuracy is really a pain in the ass, because I need to stay at 682 for flank and rear damage, you know, attacks, to make sure I don't miss. I don't want to get in there and miss. And there's food. I do eat food to help boost it. And if I have to, I might have to sit down and actually do the math to see what's going to be the best food to boost my accuracy. I also had to put some materia into my character's different pieces of gear so I could actually hit that 682. And currently, with no food, I'm at 683. So then the question becomes, you know, what piece of gear do I pick up this week? What piece of gear do I upgrade to 270 after I get done running Dunskaith, Void Ark, and Weeping City, and getting the 3 coins out of there to buy either the taut wire or the deepest gob coat to take my Shire gear up? And then, you know, what piece of Shire gear do I buy this week? Because I have 260 helm and 260 gloves from Dunskaith. So I think I'm really, at this point, I think I might just max my script out for the week. And I might wait till next week to buy the Shire pants, because there's the 250 pants, they're over melded right now for crit. But I gain, if I put the Shire pants on, the 260s, I'll gain about 15 more accuracy out of it. So I might be able to get away with removing some of the accuracy materia by boosting those to 270 next week. And, you know, maybe I can get a little more determination at that point. Because I feel like right now determination is my weakest stat. It's like around 529, I think. And my crit's at 1151. My strength's like 1496. So statting wise, I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm doing good damage. I was very good in our raid. We made a lot of good progress last week in A9S. We took a break from Zervon. So just this Saturday, we'll see. I don't know what folks got us scheduled for. I'm assuming we're probably going to try to go back into A9S, because we did make good progress last week. I think if we might have had a better machinist that came in, we pugged a machinist in last week, and his damage, you know, there were some points where he was pulling like 1200 DPS, and then you had me, Dijon, and Grayson pulling, you know, basically 18 and up. So, and it was fluctuating, you know, depending on the time of the fight, or the, you know, ads coming out and the different phases and stuff made it a little difficult to track. But we were able to do, you know, watch, basically go through all our logs and see where we're at. And we know the 3 of us are in a good spot for DPS. Now we just got to get, you know, we need a 4th DPS, and we got to find a tank for permanent positions in the raid. You know, or there's a possibility that Folk just has me switch back to tank and we pull in, you know, 2 DPS maybe. I don't know what's going to happen yet. We talked about it a little last night, but we don't know what's going on. We want to be a very progressive guild, and enjoy what we do. Well, for me, I understand progression is wipes, and I have no problem wiping. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating sometimes when you're trying to get people to join the group and they just can't commit in the way you want them to commit. It happens. Not always going to be the easiest. Not everybody can spend the time. And even looking on the forums and trying to find someone to join our group permanently, it's not the easiest thing. Right now is a low in Final Fantasy. 3.5 came out, but that was basically story and Zervan. So, I mean, you can pretty much pug with people and get Zervan done at this point. People have got it pretty well figured out. Even though I think there's some really asinine pug groups going on, like must have 275 gear and 30 clears on Zervan, and you have to be able to skip sort. So many stupid requirements from people. Like, who gives a shit? Go in there, fight the boss. If you get a sword, you need to know what sword does anyways, because I don't care who you are. You skip the first sword, you're still going to get a sword in phase 2 or phase 3, whatever you want to call it. You still have to deal with sword later in the game. And yeah, I think what a lot of people are doing is they're skipping both sword phases, probably by using the tank limit break, to bypass those mechanics. But sword, once you get it figured out, it's not a hard mechanic to deal with. It's just a little bit of a dance, in my opinion. Right now, I think the northwest spot has the worst bit of sword to deal with. So the northwest and then the southwest spot, there's an adjustment that's really finite in that corner, and if you don't find the right spot, you may overlap your circles with southwest and kill them, or they may overlap, or you're right on that line and you can say, oh, I'm not there, I'm good where I'm at, and still get run over by that damn sword. And it just, sometimes it's shitty, sometimes it's just that bad luck that you have. But that honestly is part of progression. That's how you learn, that's how you adjust, and how you get proficient at your spot or your job or what you're supposed to do in the raid. And that's how you grow as a raid team. So no big deal to me. I just want us to find the people we need, because I understand we're not making a lot of headway this expansion, but going into next expansion, we'll be right there with everybody else, seeing the content for the first time, getting our faces pounded in. And that's my favorite part, is going in blind. I don't want to know strats. I don't want to know, I want to be there trying to figure things out as people figure them out, and just, experience the content fresh and unsoiled. And that's me as a raider. I like getting my face punched, and I've tanked for so long that you don't need to tell me a fight. I'll go in and learn it as I go. And it's not always the greatest answer in the world, but it is the answer for me. And I think it's enjoyable that way. It leaves some mystique and some mysterious, oh shit, sorry guys, I just ate like 12,000 damage for no reason. I could have moved out of that. My bad. But hey, it happens. Guys, if you guys play Final Fantasy, let me know. But like I said, I've started playing ESO. And in ESO, I've been having nothing but a blast. Like, they've done such a good job since that game launched. ZOS is just, it's that the one Tamriel update made all the difference in the world for me. I can play any faction I want, and go any zone I want. It doesn't matter. You can quest anywhere, because now everything scales to your level, which it's awesome. It's cool. And the one thing I really enjoy, like before when I was playing, I didn't feel like there was a lot of people around when I was playing my Templar on the Daggerfall Covenant before Tamriel 1 update came through. And I just didn't feel like I was seeing a whole bunch of people running around the world. But now, I started out in Ebonheart, and I went through, and everywhere I go, I run into people. There's people in the public dungeons with me. There's people in, just random delves running around. Like, it's crazy how many people I've run into. Yesterday I did the cave, a delve, whatever you want to call it, world boss. And, we got a bunch of people from the zone that just came over and had no issue doing it. And we went in there and kind of got beat up a couple times, called for some more people. Some more people showed up. We went in there, kicked the crap out of the boss, walked out. And I've only got 2 world bosses left on the Stonefalls map to finish. And I've completed that zone. I've still got to do the Grotto 2 dungeon. I haven't done that yet. And I think there's a Sky Shard down in there and I have to get. But pretty well. I'm progressing well. I'm at Mournhold right now. I don't know why I can't say that. I'm at Mournhold. And I just, been derping around in there doing some quests. I think the storyline's really cool as far as how the plague goes. And those people, spreading that plague and trying to kill everybody off. And it's funny how everything's just connecting through the zone. I really enjoy that. The story is a living story, and it's connecting to each little place you go to. There's some sort of reference to this plague in Deshawn. So I can't say enough, guys. If you've played before and you already own the game, I highly recommend you go check it out again. The Tamriel 1 update, if you haven't played since then, like, it's a big difference. It's nice to see people in the world. Chat's friendly. People are communicating. Like, there's no problem. So, at the end of the day, guys, check it out. It's a lot of fun. I love my Sork. I've been watching a lot of Deltia's videos. If you're new to ESO, I recommend you go watch Deltia on YouTube. He's got some really good guides up there as far as crafting and leveling and, you know, tips for new players. There's lots of stuff to do, guys. So feel free, you know, to hit me up if you do play ESO, or you got some tips for me or some recommendations, or, you know, you think I should check something specific out in ESO. And if you play Final Fantasy, like I said, you know, let me know what's going on. Let me know how you guys progress through A9 through A12S. I'm really enjoying the difficulty of the raids. They're not pushovers. They're not easy. It takes a lot of coordination and teamwork to get that done. So nothing but enjoyment here. My life is good. I have nothing to complain about. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, please comment, subscribe, hit that like button, because it all helps the channel out. We are trying to grow. We're putting more content up on YouTube this year than I've ever done before, and I'm pushing hard. I know it's kind of pushing into my stream schedule for you guys who watch me on the stream, but bear with me. We'll get a balance worked out here as I get used to recording more videos, you know, like the MMO grind and the vlog every week, and hopefully we'll have more stuff coming. I've got a bunch of notes written down. I've got like 4 pages of notes of stuff I want to do, guys, like unboxings. There's a whole bunch of unboxings I want to do this year. The first one we'll do is a big one. It's going to be the Nintendo Switch unboxing with the Breath of the Wild for Zelda. So we've got that pre-ordered, and we'll get that in. But if there's something you want to see us do on this channel, let me know, guys. And just so you know, I will be doing an ESO you know, costume shop, whatever you want to call it, but the crown store. I'll be going through that and showing you guys the differences. It's made up. It's come a long ways. There's a lot more content. They do have more stuff for you to get, and I think there's some really nice stuff in there that's not too expensive or overly priced. So I think it's a fair store system. And yes, I know they have a sub, but you know what though, the store is just to supplement them, and none of it's really pay to win. Yeah, there's some XP potions, but other than that, I don't see a lot of stuff that's horrible to have it all. So until next time, guys, you have a great one, and I'll see you then.